down to rock, get up to burn. Stand with the pride, ever feel your desire. One day I noticed that my life was broken. It was not me who was controlling this body. Oh, I want to know what's really real to me.
Good morning, everyone. Happy New Week. My name is Utzard, and welcome to my stream. Here we work on awesome game dev projects, and today is Monday, which means we'll be working on our own pinball prototype. GG. How's everyone doing? How was your weekend, my fine folks? I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't feeling at all like streaming. It was a pretty eventful weekend. And you sound rough. Yes. And I'm extremely sore everywhere. Every muscle in my body is currently screaming for rest. But it's fine. Hello, cat. I see my leg for the third time already. Yeah. Cool cat. I went bowling and now my left butt cheek is really sore. Yeah, sorry about that. This is incredibly bright on my face. Maybe I will do this for now. Should have put some vacations, yeah. But my boss didn't let me take the day off, so fuck that guy. But yeah, I mean, it was a pretty awesome weekend, so I can't really complain. But I will agree that it would have been a little bit better if today was rest day. Okay, folks, we have the Godot game to work on. His butt cheek doesn't hurt because of the bowling ball. It hurts because of the pins. Maybe he sat on one of them. You know? Maybe on purpose, maybe not. I don't like this lighting at all. Oh, I'm all weird. Yeah. Simonot, hello. Oh, I forgot to say the good mornings to my fine friends. Hold on. Algardia, congrats on being first. I hope you enjoyed your weekend, man. Lots of planning went on that thing, but hopefully all went well. Simonot, hello, good morning. Sound rough, blah 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 blah. Every time the left one always hurts. Yeah. Okay, we are ready. Simonot, I decreased the volume for the music. Can you even hear the music now? Or how's that going? I mean, I didn't touch anything. The music was still at -10. I can just about hear it. Okay, is it maybe too low? Cat is louder. Well. Okay, so let's play with this a little bit. Okay, so usually I have the global desktop audio at -10, which has been that way since pretty much the start. But now I lowered it. Yeah, the thing is, different music, the different songs have like, they are not balanced, you know, on the playlist. So there will be some music which you won't probably like hear at all. Okay, what if I do this? Is this still good? Still fine. Okay, what about this? Verging on annoying? Okay. This? It's like when I'm getting my eyes tested. I mean, you are supposed to maybe put some sort of music that you'd want to hear. on top of this, and then I'll just play with the levels until you're not able to hear my music without you having to increase on your end. I think that would be the plan. Okay. My music sounds like a war, so this is fine. Awesome. Okay, the cat is being very annoying. I already had to... We had a little scuff already today because he decided to run away down the stairs because he saw the big neighbor doggo running through our property, so he wanted to go and check it out. But then I yelled at him and he ran upstairs. Whoop whoop! 3 month sub, free money, hell yeah! Elgardia, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Okay, everyone. I don't know if you have seen what I worked on Thursday, because people are usually on and off. So I will do a little show and tell, I guess. So in terms of the game, this is what we have. We have a pinball table. We have a plunger or a shooter. We have this little thing here that stops the ball from going down. So the shooter retracts and then extends, so it only barely hits the ball, like it doesn't move like crazy as before. We have flippers, we have slingshots, we have pop bumpers, and the new addition at the end of the stream was that I added this dot matrix screen, essentially. And the way that this is configured is really cool. Essentially, I have this other scene right here, which, as you can see, only renders like this. So this is, I have like this cube, or whatever you want to call it, where I can enable and disable things inside. You see, and then I have like this camera here, which is recording that. This camera is then writing this stuff to this sub viewport texture, which is a little bit above the ground. And then I have a mesh instance that is using this sub viewport texture, and then I'm using this matrix dot shader, matrix dot display shader, which essentially just allows me to configure the size of the dots and some hint color in case I want to like change how like the separation of the dots appear like. You see, like pretty cool stuff. That can also change like the size of the dots. You can have like very tiny dots, almost like a regular LCD pixel, or I can have like very big ones, but then it's barely impossible to actually read what is here. So currently we are going with these 128 here, 0 here, perfect blacks. I might like tweak this a little bit just to make it, I mean, I don't know, just so you can see that they are actually like individual pixels or something. But yeah, I have 3D labels. I have 3D labels here that I can move in the world. So if, for example, if I move this now to the left side and I go in game, now the points is on the left side. If I move this to the right side and I go to game, now it's on the right side. So the plan is this will have like 3D primitives, texts, meshes, whatever. And I'll be able to move them and control them through code, and that will update in real time here. So the idea is that whenever we enter whatever upgrade store we want, the player will then interact with this LCD. Good morning, TS Trust. Welcome to the stream. today. Today we are working on our pinball game. Yeah. So on Thursday, I essentially added this neat LCD screen to it, which is, at least for the first table, what I'm gonna use to like buy upgrades, you know, and unlock stuff on the table. And I was showing the community how this was being done. So I essentially have like a separate scene where I have like test like 3D labels and stuff that I can move like in the world. You see, can move like points to the left side, and then I have a matrix dot shader, which is this thing right here, and then it renders like this. Is the screen powered by your Game Boy emulator? Not yet, but maybe it can one day, you know. And then for this shader, I can like change like the size of the dots, and also like this gray color around them. But I think this looks nice. And it's already updating in real time. So, which means that if I play the game, you will see that it actually like updates with the number of points, and if I lose the ball, like it increments and shows your current ball. So pretty fancy stuff. I also added this little like farm door thing, which means that the pinball ball can go through it when going from down up, but cannot go through it when coming from up down. So I can throw it like this, but the thing that does not pass on the other direction. So, which is pretty cool. But yeah, pretty awesome stuff. Yeah. More stuff. Oh yeah, I already started adding such pace. Yes. I also already started adding like some logic to tell us if a pinball element is purchased or not, like if it has been unlocked or not, what is its base cost, and when you hit the ball with it, what is going to be the base point that you get from hitting them. They're that you're delivering game after game, such pace. Yeah. Sorry, I skipped it. I mean, you're spamming a ton, so I'm just kidding. But yeah, essentially, I should be able, for example, to disable these things right here. You know, I will not unlock them. And when playing the game now, if the ball hits them, like the ball doesn't get bumped at all, and you also don't get any points scored, as you can see. And I can then enable them and say, okay, hitting these gives you 100 points. And now the ball goes, see, and you also get the points from hitting the thing. And that is already happening for the slingshots, these things right here. And then for the flippers as well. On the flippers, you get 1 point for each time you hit the ball, essentially. So, plenty of cool stuff happening here. We just need to kind of start connecting the dots, literally. The dots from the display with the game. Okay, what were the default things? I mean, doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah. Boy, am I tired. So how should I go about this? Well, I actually don't know. I haven't put any thought process on today's stream. I just clicked start streaming, and here I am. Okay, so I would say that best streams, yeah, true. I mean, the community also helps, you know. So as long as I have like people to talk with, it's fine. Um, okay, so I would say that the first thing that I want to do, just so you guys can like play, is whenever the ball like exits there, I should probably like after 1 second or something, like automatically spawn the ball like here or something, you know? Like automatically spawn the ball. I think that would be cool. So yeah, I think that's what I'm doing now. So let's see. Let's see. So I have this ball here. Okay, and the ball is detached from the incliner, so it doesn't have weird basic stuff, which is nice. So I would say that for the incliner, I will need to have a node 3D. And that node 3D will essentially be the position in the world to which like the ball will spawn, you know. So I would say that the ball is like centered there. So I would just need to kind of move it like this or something. You know. If you know, you know. I mean, kind of feel like this is good enough. No, a little bit more down. Okay, good job. We have our little ball. What more can I do about this? I would say, how do I tag this? Do I have in game, like on the game script? Should the game script have like a spawn position, or which is also possible, should the shooter be the one that knows about where the ball goes? Like the shooter would pretty much have another element here, which I would be able to tell it, okay, the ball spawns there, and then whenever I lose the ball on the game here, which should be on here, I would need to query the shooter. I mean, to be completely honest with you, ideally, I would want to kind of make this work as the regular pinball tables do, where the ball would exit. I mean, you'd lose the ball, you know, and then there will have some sort of mechanical mechanism which would slowly drive the ball and would drop the ball like automatically into the final position, meaning that I wouldn't have to care about any of this. But yeah, well, I'll say that for now this works, whatever. Okay, so I will need to, on the game script, I would need to, let me think, export the ball spawn position, and this is going to be no 3D that starts as null. Can I Maybe I can do ball spawn position equals this dot global position. Maybe I can do this like directly. How's it going, Minister of Defense? Welcome to the stream. Good morning, good morning. How's it going? It's going very roughly. We had a pretty eventful weekend. We had a bachelor's party for our dear friend Elgardia. 3 days of celebration, and yeah, I mean, I'm just old, you know. I'm just old. Okay, so I have the ball there. Okay, so I would say that I can literally just do ball dot position equals this. You know? And kinda reset this thing here as well. Old but gold. Yes. Bachelor's party. I'm way too old for that sort of action. Well, I mean, it was overall chill, you know. We didn't have any crazy stuff. But, GG, the ball spawns. But, yeah, we had a 5v5 soccer match, or football match. We went to the pool. We had some karts racing. We had paintball. We ate a shit ton of food. Like, amazing food, by the way. Pool. Yeah. Like swimming pool. We also had FIFA 26 tournaments on the PS5. We also had Mario Kart tournaments on the Switch 2. We also played 8-ball pool, which, by the way, I'm the absolute best of the entire crew. What kind of weird people go to the pool when you can go to the beach? Well, we were very far away from the beach, so yeah. Yeah, I know I said that, but what I mean is, why would you come to Portugal to go to an hotel that has a pool when you could have chosen to go to a hotel near the beach and go to the beach instead? I mean, if you are coming to Portugal on purpose, you might as well go to the beach, because the beach will be like superior. But now, if you are already Portuguese and you can essentially enjoy the beach whenever you want, then you have the choice to go to a pool. Okay, the cat is being very annoying. Like, the cat missed me a ton. We spent the entire evening little spooning me. But I want to yamp, not sunbathe. Well, you can yamp in Sweden. You know, you don't really need to come here to jump to the pool. I mean, when I go on vacations, I like to do different stuff that I wouldn't do normally at home, you know? That's just me. He wants to jump to the pool with you? Can't you get a hint? No, because it is like 360 no scopes into the pool, and I can't do that. I'll just die, you know? I will just land flat in the water and die. That's what would happen. Okay, what more? What more can I do here? Okay, so the ball falls, it respawns there. Everything is great. Life is great. Game works. GG. We shipped the game today. No, I'm kidding. We shipped the game today. Let's go to the beach then. Hope our things don't get stolen when we are in the water. Well, only if you go to that weird place in Lisbon. Anywhere else is fine. Have we designed any dudes or speedos yet? Need them before August. Oh my god, cat. You need to chill, little bro. I'm working. No, I haven't. And I've also not designed any emotes. And I will kinda need them at some point, I guess. Yeah. I need to justify to my subscribers why they should continue subscribing. Fuck. Dudes open my balls. Can you make the bot output without doing a reply? I can, but should the bot do that instead? Like, I don't know, bro. It's whatever, honestly. GG. Okay. One thing that I haven't thought about PR accepted. Yeah. Did you use an LLM to accept my PR? One thing that I still haven't figured out yet. Or by that I mean I haven't put any thought process on it. Is so imagine we have like a ton of points, you know, like points are fun and all. Like point, like points, you know. We have a ton of points. Very cool. And then you lose one ball. You lose ball number 2. And then you are playing blah 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 blah. And then you lose ball number 3. On a regular pinball game, this will be the end of it, you know, like GG. Now you put a new coin in and you start from all over with 0 points. But because this is an incremental game and has like some roguelite features to it, you are not supposed to lose all of the progress that you've made. At the same time, if you have like stuff, this thing is like weirdly rotated somehow. The fuck? Okay, maybe this shouldn't be. This has like a weird rotation to it, but we'll ignore that for now. But you shouldn't lose all of your progress, which in theory you are not losing all of it anyway, because I mean, if you go to the store and you start like upgrading stuff, or not upgrading, like unlocking stuff, essentially you will keep those upgrades or unlocks or whatever to your next run. But I don't know what to do regarding the points, you know, because regarding the points is what we use to purchase stuff. And I mean, I imagine that there will be a point in time where you'll need to score millions of points, so you can unlock like a very simple thing, you know, on one of the second or third table or whatever. So should we start over? Like you keep the upgrades and the unlocks, but you'll start with 0 points. Do I half your points? Do you keep your points, but I screw up some of your unlocks? Like I revert them? What should I do? You know? Like I legit do not know what is the best way to do this. Do any of you have any idea or any suggestion whatsoever? Oh my god, cat. Bro. You need to chill. He just wants to be petted, but I mean... Put him on desk, no. He's losing a ton of hair because of the hot weather. So I don't want to vacuum all of this stuff every single day. Okay, but regarding the game, I need answers regarding the game. What do you guys think? Imagine you are playing this, okay? Imagine you are playing a real pinball table where you need points to unlock stuff and progress further, but then you lose all of your balls, you know? You won't start from 0, okay? You should be able to continue playing with some of the progress that you've made, just so you can go like a little bit further each time. I mean, that's the objective of the game. It's incremental because, and roguelite because each time you play, you'll go like 5% further than you were before. What should you keep and what should you lose? You know? I don't exactly know. When do we buy upgrades? Okay, so this is our choice. How do we select an upgrade? Ball gets locked. Left and right flipper to scroll. Shooter to select. When do we buy upgrades? Lift both flippers up to enable the store. Shoot the ball to the store entrance. Something like this. Okay, so I'll write it here. We'll have different options and we will discuss them a little bit further or throughout the day. I mean, we don't need to make a decision, right now or ever actually. Like each table can behave differently. I just want like to know like the different possibilities. What happens to your progress when you lose all 3 balls? A. Lose points. Lose all points. Keep all unlocks. B. Okay, no. Version A will be keep everything. keep all points. Keep all unlocks. B. Lose all points, keep all unlocks. Or C. Well, I mean, I don't want to lose all of the unlocks because it's expensive in terms of time. Having to trigger the store and going to the store and having to upgrade everything again. But I would say that maybe with any small percentage, the table could get damaged, you know? Like every once in a while when you lose a game, something will get messed up, you know? Just to penalize you a little bit for sucking that much at the game. Maybe. I mean, losing all of the points makes sense in terms of regular pinball playing, you know, which is cool. But at the same time, I was thinking that you kind of need points to progress from one table to the other, you know? So I was imagining that, okay, you are like on table 1 or whatever, and you play the table and you get, for example, to, I don't know, like 1,000 points or 1,000,000 points or whatever thing that is. And then the LCD will like start showing text or something, and meaning, oh, you unlocked the new table, you need 1,000,000 points to enter or something. Some sort of gate or hole or wherever will appear, and that you throw the ball of it. At the same time, I was thinking that that amount of points could almost be like your entry ticket, you know? Like, okay, you can go through it, but if you go through it, like, you get that value discounted. You know? So that's also a possibility. Because if you get to keep all the points all the time, then I would say that it will be fairly easy to beat the game, because you can just like amass a large amount of points and play and play and play. Like you won't actually need that much skill, you know, because you're not. Yeah, so I would say keeping the points is not an option. Yeah, keeping the points is not an option. Losing all the points, I also would say that losing all the points is rough. You know, like it makes sense in terms of regular pinball tables, but maybe this can happen for the first table, but whenever you transition to the next one, like I don't know. Lose all points. I mean, maybe losing the points is not that bad, because the idea is that you will first start with like unlocking each of these pinball elements, but then at the same time you should be able to like upgrade them, where essentially upgrade them is just increasing their multiplier or something. So maybe I will have like a global multiplier where everything scores X more for everything, and then I'll have like maybe individual multipliers for types of stuff. Like so the slingshot now, each slingshot now is X more, each pop bumper now is Y more, everything else now is Z more. So even if you lose all the points because you've been upgrading them, because you've been upgrading like the elements and the upgrades and stuff, you should be able to get to that amount of points that we had before, like fairly easier. I'm not gonna say that's gonna be easy, because I still want to make this game more difficult for each table that appears. Yeah. Does this make sense? Like, okay, maybe it makes sense to lose all of the points, after all, because the upgrades that you've been purchasing. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, if you have like 5 million points and you lose them because you lost the 3 balls, then it probably means that you should have made a better choice and try to spend that 5 million in upgrades than risking it, you know? Because then it has like a risk benefit kind of situation here, where you can try, oh, I'm at the 9.8 million and I need 10 million to like unlock a very crazy upgrade stuff. But you are on ball number 3 and you are like trying not to lose because you are so close away. And then you lose, and then you lose like all of the points, you know? You are very, very close. So maybe the ideal choice there would have been to spend the points elsewhere. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like that, honestly. Okay, GG. See, it was an easy decision. Easy decision. Lose all points, keep all unlocks. The player should decide if they want to risk their points for the very next big upgrade, or spend them, or spend the points faster to not risk losing any, or spend points faster on cheaper upgrades to not lose them. Okay, I think that's the plan. Okay, we just had we just add 2 people that just quit our Pathfinder group. GG. GG. Pathfinder is now screwed. Get the team to play? Absolutely not. I don't need to justify, because the idea is that while you lose points, you can earn them faster next time due to starting with the upgrades. Yeah. We play in Portuguese, bro. He doesn't understand Portuguese. Yeah, the idea is that while you lose points, you can earn them faster next time due to starting with the upgrades. Simonet does speak Portuguese. If he does not speak Portuguese, he never told me. So maybe. Elgardia does speak Portuguese, but I don't think Elgardia would enjoy playing Pathfinder. I don't think it's his type of game. But maybe it would be fun. Elgardia, are you here? I need my Portuguese. Yes. Have you ever played Pathfinder or Dungeons and Dragons or anything? No. Does anyone in the group of 40 friends that, by 40 I mean males plus female counterparts, played it? I was thinking that maybe it would be like fun to try like a one-shot campaign, like with a group of 6 or 8. I think I would enjoy being the game master very much. You know? And I have the space on the basement. So I could start like building a crazy ass table and stuff. Yeah, I think I would enjoy being a game master actually. We'd cook some ribs over the barbecue, you know? Drakar och demener when. What the fuck is that, bro? You cannot be coming to the stream and start cursing everyone. What the fuck is this? Drakar och demener. Drakar och demener. Svergs första ork största rollspel. Artelblocka. Denjanja odgava av det klassiska rollspelet you'll need to spell it advok. Yeah. Bro, I don't know what the fuck this is. Okay, so you hunt dragons. Oh, dragons and demons. Is this what this means? Dragons and demons. I'll be a good dungeon master. Whoa, perfect Swedish. I couldn't understand it. It's Hindi. Could you really understand all that I said here? Well, you were probably reading it as I was talking it. And the hoofed beast lurches forward and reveals her plump bosom for the taking. Yeah. I mean, you are very, Simonat, you are very inventive with words. Which I would say I could do in Portuguese as well. I don't have the same ability to do it in English. That's for sure. You are locked in a room. What do you do? Oh, I should probably have a D20 command here. Hold on. Every once in a while, I will ask you to roll something, you know? If you roll a nat one, you get like banned for one day. Sounds fun. Oh, but I would have to implement a bunch of stuff. Hold on. What's this called? Streamer bot. There are like plugins and stuff. Trying to make... I mean, I could literally make all of this in C#. Get random number. Huh. Okay. Command D20. Add. Core. Logic. Random number. Between 1. When random type is between, a number between the two variables you set will be added to the argument. Use for percentages. Oh, but this is gonna give me... And random type is next float, a decimal number. The fuck? Hold on. I don't know if this is gonna work, by the way. Where is Twitch? It's here. Where is chat? It's here. Where is reply to message? Reply message ID. For now, you roll a 1. How do I get this? Random float, random number. Random number. Okay, I need to add a command here. Add d20 exact. I mean, just don't spam it, I guess. Hold on. Fuck. Oh, sorry, I forgot to add the action here. Add core command, command trigger, the blah, d20. Yes. GG. You are locked in a room. What do? You become oddly distracted by what can only be described as a squiggly line in your eyes fluid. Every time you look, it scoots away. Where are you? Squiggly line. Yeah. That thing is funny when you are like focusing on your eyeballs and you see like the little... I think they are like dust or something, like very tiny dust particles suspending in your like eye fluid. Okay, GG. You can all roll a d20. But yeah, maybe I will GM one game. d20. GG. GG. Okay, so you lose all of these points here. And yeah, and hopefully the upgrades will hopefully the upgrades thing will justify and make the points increase faster. Okay, can I create like some sort of table or anything? Can I create like a table? Because I wonder that I will want to start like tweaking these values and maybe create like charts and stuff like on Excel to try to balance the game. But I wonder how to do this. So I know that Unity has the scriptable objects, you know, which is what you can use for this. Unreal has data tables. What does Godot have? I mean, someone created a data table asset type of thing. So maybe this would work. At the same time, I would want to be able to easily, you know, like export this. So maybe it should be like a JSON or something. Godot dynamic data table. This looks so janky, bro. But this is in game. Like this is you managing a table inside the game. I don't want that. I want outside. Okay, so does Godot support JSON or something? Or YAML. Maybe YAML is easier to understand. I see a lot of people referring to JSON when it comes to things like configurations or save files, things you need to pick up from like the file system generally. Couldn't you be able to just use a GD in these situations, or is there something I'm missing about those? Please look into custom resources in the resources class. Sure, you could use JSON to save some configuration in text format, but Godot offers resources that can do the same thing, and with them you don't need to worry how your data is serialized or deserialized. They are way more convenient than JSON. Bro, you haven't ever made a game like IRL. Okay, does Godot support YAML? I mean, not natively, it seems. I mean, I don't want to start like using random ass add-ons to just read files. The hell? Okay, maybe JSON is the way to go. It's way too verbose, but it is what it is, I guess. JSON. Okay, let me check for YAML here. No. But JSON you have, yeah. Saving games. Let's see what they say here. Save games can be complicated. For example, it may be desirable to store information from multiple objects across multiple levels. Advanced save game systems should allow for additional information about an arbitrary number of objects. This will allow the save function to scale as the game grows more complex. There's a demo project about saving the game. Save load JSON 11. Damn, TS Just is winning. File.storeline. The fuck is this? I mean, maybe I'll just go with JSON. It's whatever, really. It's whatever, really. I mean, I don't want this JSON file to be modifiable by the game. I just want to essentially I want to be able to like modify it, not modify it, like read from it the values for the data, the upgrades and stuff. I'll call it shop.json. Hello. Okay. Is this not valid JSON? Of course it is. Okay, how do I actually want to have this format done, you know? Because in reality, um, each one of these should have like their own like serializable ID or something. And this should be the key that I use to query the shop, you know? Where, for example, this could be pop bumper 1, pop bumper 2, pop bumper 3, with some ID here on pinball element that I would need to manually add. And then when upgrading, I query the table for all of the pinball elements. I query the table for all of the pinball elements, and I show like the next possible upgrade for each one of those. Is that what I want to do? Maybe. Okay, so maybe the pinball element will have like a ID. Holy first message, bro. Either you are extremely pretty or extremely stupid. These are the two variants to be successful with Twitch. Can't I be pretty and stupid, or pretty stupid at the same time? I mean, maybe if I am pretty stupid, then it works out. Welcome to the stream, Jiggy's goal. Okay. I don't know what to call this. I'll call it just like key ID or element ID. I don't know. Or maybe even just ID. Don't really care. Okay, this starts as empty. Okay, so I would say that for the pop bumper, I'll put the hammer down then. Yeah, my name is, I think this is your first time here. So my name is Dudezord, I do game dev stuff on Twitch. I have 3 projects on rotation, one in Unity, one in Unreal, one in Godot. Today we are working on the Godot game, which is a pinball prototype that I'm building for my own. And yeah, there are 2 games I'm building with and the other 2 projects I work with some friends. Okay, so this is gonna be, I mean, I don't really know for now. I'll just call this like pop bumper 1, just in case they might have like different upgrade paths or something. And this is gonna be slingshot 1. This is gonna be slingshot 2. I mean, yeah. I think this is it. Should I like even upgrade these guys? Maybe not now. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, maybe I don't know if I should be able to upgrade these or not. I mean, for now, I think I can just call it like left flipper or a flipper 1 or something. I don't know, left flipper 1, I'll call this right flipper 1 because I might have like different ones. Oh, I will need to like identify them per table, won't I? I will need to identify them by table. I see. Yeah, I mean, because even these pop bumper 1, pop bumper 2, and pop bumper 3, they are pertaining to table number 1. So whenever I move to table number 2, the pop bumpers there will be disabled, you know? At the same time, I don't want to be passing like an entire 1 underscore here, saying this is the pop bumper number 1 for the table number 1. So maybe I will do that like dynamically or something. Maybe I'll do that dynamically. Okay, and on this guy, I'll just do a left flipper and right flipper. And popper. Yeah, maybe I should have another score 1 just so it matches. I mean, and then even the ball could have maybe even the balls could have like upgrades, you know. The ball could behave as a general multiplier. Like for example, I could upgrade this slingshot. I could upgrade this slingshot to 10x or 2x or whatever, and not touch any of the other elements. But then I could upgrade the ball to be 5x, and then it will be like 5x from the ball times 2x from this thing, and now it would be 10x when eating those. So maybe. Okay, but should these have different? Should these have different IDs? I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna upgrade them individually or the 3 of them at the same time. You know? I like the idea of upgrading them individually. But then there will be a point in time where it will have like a table with 100 elements, and you would have to be like manually scrolling over the 100 elements to upgrade them. So I kind of like the idea of grouping them. But maybe that's an issue for a future Dude Zord and not me. Maybe that's an issue for future Dude Zord. I mean, the ball is special. The ball doesn't need to have this. I think, or maybe it can have. I don't know, bro. I mean, the ball doesn't even have a script yet. I don't know. I don't know how to manage this. I don't know how to manage this. Okay. We will try something. We'll try something. Okay, so we have a pop bumper 1, 2, and 3. So I would say that here we'll have like a. It's probably gonna be like an array, like a big ass array. And then probably gonna be making this like pop bumper number 1 for table number 1, or I could do a table 1 kind of thing, and this is an array of its own. It's already complaining, bro. I don't even understand Jason. Bro, what are you complaining about? Expected true. Do you want like one of these things here? Can't index an array, need an object. Oh. Okay. Okay, so this is just gonna be like dictionaries all over then. No array needed. GG. Thanks, yes, just. There, I said it. Okay, so then we'll have like this pop bumper 1. Okay, so now these will have multiple levels, you know. These will have multiple levels. I don't know how many levels each one should have, actually. But let's assume that what? We have like costs, which will be like an array. And so the first one costs 10, then 100, then I don't know, bro, like something like this, you know. Good morning, Lit Geek. Hello. And then these will be like the multiplier or the points multiplier, or I don't know. Should I do something like what's it called, Balatro, where I have a multiplier, but then I also have like an adder for the points, but then that would work like weirdly, because I don't think people would be. Or do I just do like base points per hit, maybe? I don't know. I've never built one game like this. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be upgrade costs. And this is gonna be points award. Awards per hit, I guess. So when you first unlock this, it costs you 10 points, and then you are able to, when hitting that specific thing, it might give you like a, I don't know, 1 point. Like, I don't know, bro. We are just pretending that we know what we are doing. Something like this. Okay, now we should try. We will ignore everything else. Okay, we will ignore everything, and we should try to somehow get this thing here, like be able to read from this essentially. Okay, this is the pop bumper, so I might as well call it pop bumper here. I would say that this should be read-only, almost, you know? Like, when I unlock this, I should be able to... Or when I upgrade each one of these individually, I should query this for the new data and fill it in here. And I could show, like, the next unlock cost or something. Okay, let's try that. Let's try that. Okay, instead of unlock cost base, we'll say next upgrade cost. Hit award this. We'll have the next. Okay, so we'll have the current stuff. Current IT award, and then the next IT award. And then here we'll say like an unlock level. Okay, we can start with unlocked there. Hold on. Fuck. And then we'll also show upgrade level. Starts at 0. So things start unlocked set to false. Why is this complaining? I don't know. So things start unlocked and upgrade level 0. And this should show like the current hit award for this, and then the next upgrade cost and the next hit award thing there. Maybe upgrade costs, points award, hit awards, something. Upgrade costs, hit awards. Upgrade costs, hit awards. Yes. Good weekend, everyone. Yeah, pretty eventful weekend. I went to a bachelor's party on Friday and only arrived yesterday evening to my home. So yeah, 3 days of celebration. And now my body is very sore. However you want to interpret that, that's all I have to say. Yeah. Did you use protection? Yes. I used knee pads when playing football. I used floaties when going to the pool. I heard the sun is hot in Portugal, so you need that sunscreen protection. Oh, no. I didn't put any sunscreen. Yeah. Okay, so upgrade level is this. Okay, so here when doing this, I want to emit the current hit award. Okay. Is Portugal hot? Well, currently not that much, but during peak summer, this goes to 40 C. You're gonna have to lather me up in sunscreen, dudes, or it's a 65 Fs. That's the current weather, but it's a very chilly day. Okay. Okay, how do I do this? Okay, because I kind of feel like I would want to have like a save game here that I could pretend that I have stuff on, you know. Here essentially on the pop bumper, I would just... Okay, so I would have like current points. No, I mean... If you close the game, you start with 0 points, so I don't care. But for each table, for each ID, I will just have... I'll just have like whatever level of unlock you have. Like, is it unlocked or not? Maybe. I don't know. I got sunburned over here in the Arctic, so I'm gonna get boiled in Portugal. Where are you? TS Just Sweden. In August it will be 50C by me. Damn. 50C. Not Switzerland. Sweden, yes. Sweden. Still a long way. The hell is that? Oh. Okay, what is this complaining now about? What's wrong with this? Why don't you like my manually crafted... Oh, because it cannot be like this, can't it? Fuck. Needs to be like some odd stuff. Like a level or something. Right? Needs to be this. No. The hell? I don't understand. JSON format. Okay, I mean, this guy says that it's valid, bro. So, what's wrong with you? Well, apparently it was valid all the time. GG. Okay, can I actually do this? I think I can, right? Like, -1 is an object. Like, this should work. Yeah, like, I don't need any of this, bro. This should be plenty. The Godot editor kinda yuck. Okay, I think this is gonna be like my format for my save game, you know. Then I'll have pop number 2, pop number 3, all of -1 level because they are still locked. Yay, we are back. Welcome back, Minister of Defense. Yeah. Incoming follow. Damn. You're gonna spam the bachelor's party folks and I'll earn 20 followers in 10 minutes. Damn, 20 viewers as well. I did something pretty unimpressive to everyone else, but impressive to me. Okay. Now I'm curious. Okay, so let's assume that this is the save game. How do I want to do this, bro? Like, so on ready, I'll probably want to, like, open that data somehow. Okay, how do I do that? Save path user, save JSON. Is it really that difficult? Amorim! Bom dia, bom dia. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Told ya, haha, yeah. Welcome. Yeah, he was one of the fine folks that I went on the bachelor's party with. No antivirus, thank you. I was able to get my asset manager to work. That was the key making my refactor work correctly. Before I was loading assets every scene. Now I have a global asset manager. Nice. That's pretty cool. Let's freaking go. Yeah. Welcome. Yeah, well, you know me IRL now. But in any case, on the internet, I go by Dudezord, which is inspired on the Power Rangers, the Megazord thing that you might remember from back in the days. And I am a game developer. Currently not working, like I'm unemployed. So I became a professional Twitch streamer and I'm making games on stream now. And the project that I'm currently working on is a pinball game. Not a regular pinball game, I will say. But a pinball game that will borrow some cool features from other types of incremental games, roguelite games. And it's going to be like a totally different experience. And we just started it last week. So this is day number 4 of development. But, I mean, okay. In any case, it's going. So if you have any questions about me or the game or anything, let me know. I remember when Tommy the White Ranger tried to fight Lord Zed and got destroyed. What about when Tommy was green and not white? Those were the days. Yeah. I still have them somewhere. Like the like this thing here. Like the toy thing here. The Dino Megazord stuff. I have this one. And I have the like the other green dinosaur one. Which I don't know the name. Don't recall the name. Green. These things like cost a ton. Yeah, I have this one as well. And then you can like merge both of them. But these things now go for like $500 or something. Yeah. Wow. Pretty cool. Dragon Zord. Yeah. Dragon Zord. I have Megazord and Dragonzord, and then you can like merge them like this. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. They have all of this stuff as well. Yeah, my parents bought me when I was like 4 or something. But yeah, the nickname stuck. Okay, so clearly I cannot play the game until I able to figure out all of my issues now. Okay, so again, we need to go on Godot and learn how to play with JSON files. JSON parse, JSON string. Okay, so I have the file there. How do I access the file stuff? Serializing. Okay, so where is this user going to? Do we know? It's probably like a temporary folder somewhere. Maybe I should be able to grab from res instead. You know, maybe this works. Save game JSON. File access. Just want to read them now. No, I don't like this. I like the underscore. Okay, so I'm gonna read the savegame.json file from there. What more do I want to do here? I'll probably need to do like a... Oh, this only opens the file. Okay, save game file. So do I need to read this? No, hold on. Save path, okay, so I open the file. What do I do with it now? Oh, save game. No, I want to load the game. Okay, so I create a new JSON and I do a JSON parse file.getLine. Oh, but getLine will probably just get me one line. The hell? No, bro. Okay, what can I do with this file here thing? Which type are you? File access.open. Hold on. Store string get as text. Okay. Get as text. Okay, and then I'll do like a JSON dot parse string. And I do this, and this is gonna be my JSON, you know. And then I'll do okay. How do I query this now? JSON.getData. Fuck, bro. Get data as a dictionary. Var save dictionary. It's this. Okay, and then I should be able to do save dictionary dot table one dot pop bumper one. Okay, so this is my unlock level. My upgrade level, even upgrade level. Now, how do I cast this into a string to var? Elf. What the hell is this, bro? Okay, what type is elf? You know? player.health get node player node player. Health is a number. So do I need to do a string to var based on this? And it like auto converts? Maybe. Maybe. Or I'll probably need to say that this is an int or something, and then I do a string to var on this. You know. And then I do a if saved upgrade level is less than 0, then unlocked equals false. I mean, this already starts as unlocked, doesn't it? Unlocked equals false. Upgrade level equals 0. Else unlocked equals true. And upgrade level equals saved upgrade level. Okay. Unable to write. It's trying to run. Okay. Okay, so in theory, this kind of did something. In theory, this kind of did something. So if I now go to the save game, and I say that pop bumper 1 is at level 3, and I play the game, and I go on remote, and I go to pop bumper 1, never mind. Never mind, didn't work. Okay. The hell? This is not even stopping here on that breakpoint. Why? Premier delta is never used. Okay, I feel like I messed something up. Okay. I'm closing Godot. And I'm opening Godot again. Okay, now surely this is gonna work. No. The hell? I mean, this extends node, so shouldn't I have ready? Ready belongs to node. Oh. I think I know. I think it's because for the pop bumper, they have their own script, which has this ready here. So can I call... Well, maybe I should just like get rid of this, honestly, for now. But could I maybe call base.ready or something? Does anyone know? Like, is it like super.ready? Maybe. Maybe it's this. Oh, delta. Maybe it's this. Okay. Scripts. No. Scenes. Elements. Flipper. Pop bumper. Done. Shooter. Done. Slingshot. Done. Okay, now it should work. Okay, what's my ID? Left flipper 1. this is gonna crash there, I guess, because it's just gonna tell me that invalid call, non-existent function get data in base dictionary. What do you mean? JSON parse string. What do you have? Oh, it's already a dictionary type. It kind of feels like I don't need to do that part there. Okay. Let's try again. Okay, good job. So we have this save dictionary here, which has table 1, which has all of these data here. Pretty cool. And so for this thing now, we will probably need to... I want to assume that I can call stuff like this, you know? You know, this and then this again. So I would say that this is going to be my ID. And this is going to be my game data dot table ID or something. Or this is my like element ID. Yeah, maybe I like element ID more. No. Okay, game data. So game data, which is like our singleton, we will need to store the current table ID, which we are gonna call like table 1. I mean, maybe we don't need the current there. Okay. And this should hopefully do something. So game data table ID is table 1. ID is empty because left flipper doesn't have anything. So I wonder what this is gonna give me. Invalid access or key left flipper 1. I mean, yeah. Okay, so it doesn't have it, which is fine. So if it doesn't have it, should I... Okay, hold on. How do I burst? How do I first check if the dictionary contains, you know? Save dictionary that... Bro. I really dislike Godot because they don't offer you proper autocomplete stuff. Like their own editor is kinda meh. At the same time, I don't want to go through a separate editor to add a key. Bro, how do I check? Creating a dictionary, complex data to add untyped dictionaries, iterate over the dictionary, whatever. Get. Okay, so I can call get, and then Cuphead is more difficult than Dark Souls. Yes. It's a 100% proved by me because I've beat one but not the other, so and that's my experience so far. Okay, so I don't have a contains. So should I just get call a get? and this will get me like a null or something. No, maybe I get like var value kind of thing, and then value will come as null. Or better, value is not null, then I do all of this. Maybe. And here, this is the value. Yes. Okay, let's see if this works. Breakpoint there. Invalid access to property or key. Can I do this? So I get like a default null if I don't get it? No. The hell, bro? Find key with a value. Clear assign has. Oh. Okay, so if the save dictionary has this key, okay, so I'm gonna call this var key equals this. Yes. Then my value is gonna be this thing here. Save dictionary get key. Okay, good job. No. Oh, I can't store the key like this. Bro. I don't want to repeat this twice. I really don't want to get this twice, bro. How do I do this? So if I do this, I get the value here, but by doing this, I'm just going into the dictionary directly and using this key and get the value. But if the key doesn't exist, and the key is this part here, then this is gonna crash and it's gonna say, yeah, like the key does not exist in your dictionary, get fucked. Which is fine for me. But now I'm trying to make this a little bit more modular, you know? So we have this save dictionary dot has, which gets the key. But how do I... Can I say that the key is this? And then can I do this? What the fuck is going on, bro? Does this work? This won't work because this is gonna be an array out of with one string, and then I'm indexing it. How do I do this? How do I do this? Get key. Get typed key built in. Is your camera added into OBS as a video capture device? I think so. Why? Did it froze or something? Or do you want to do like some funny business with the camera? No, I can't find my webcam in OBS. I'm wondering why. Hello. I mean, yeah. It's this. Oh, you can see like the fake nonsense. Look, it's me here in the corner. It's me again. Or maybe, oh no, you cannot see this, I guess. Oh, okay. So it's showing. Okay, it doesn't show like internal camera. Yeah. It doesn't show like internal window. But yeah, it's a regular video capture device. Yes, confirmed. Okay, off we go. Thank you. No worries. But does it appear on your PC as a regular device? I mean, I would say that as long as your computer detects the webcam. I mean, the only thing that OBS is doing is asking Windows for which webcams are connected. Works with Teams, Google, etc. OBS can see it. I know. Do you have like the most recent OBS? Because I know that for one of the old OBS versions, like one or 2 years ago, some cameras wouldn't be listed because OBS, when listing the current list of cameras that were connected, it automatically queried for the codec that the video output was coming in, and some cameras output like a weird codec that OBS didn't know about. So OBS didn't list those. But as far as I know, that has since been fixed. So I don't know. I had that issue when working on the automated calibration thing for Team, for the triple monitor auto adjust OBS. Yeah, plugin. Because I essentially needed to create like a virtual camera, and it only started working once I used like some very specific parameters. So I don't know if it's related to that or not. How do I do this? Like, I'm pretty sure this key is not gonna work, you know? Could not resolve superclass inheritance from pinball. What the fuck are you saying, bro? Flipper extends pinball element. Okay. I don't understand these errors. There's already a variable named value declared in scope. Pinball element here. Oh. So maybe this is like the actual error, you know? Okay. Now the error is that thing there. Okay, how do I actually get the key for this thing? So do I need to do... this plus dot plus this. I mean, bro, this is freaking ugly. But, I mean, maybe this works or something. I don't know. I don't like this. That's for sure. Okay, what about now? What's my key? Table 1, flip left, flipper 1. Okay. So, does my save dictionary has that? Computer says... no. Okay, what if we try again? Do I have right flipper 1 on my save JSON? No. So, computer says no. Do we have stopper 1? No. Do we have pop bumper 1? Yes. Step over. No, bro. What do you mean? Table 1, pop bumper 2. Hold on. I'm very confused. Var test value equals save dictionary dot table 1 pop bumper 1. Okay, so this is gonna work, right? Right. Because save dictionary as a table 1 key and then it has a pop bump. Ha! I got it. I'm regarded. Okay. What was the issue then? Table 1 then pop bumper 1. And this gets me the current value. Okay, so what is the difference between...
That was good. Can you please take a picture? Sure.
I'm so freaking confused, bro. I'm too ashamed to admit it. When I hit add new video capture device, I assumed it would show there. Add new capture device. Oh. Oh. Yeah. You need to click OK first. So you thought it would like list here. I see. It's fine. It's fine. You boomer. A boomer doing boomer things. Bro, I don't understand how to use this thing in Godot. You know? I don't understand. So I have this key here, which is table 1 dot left flipper 1. Okay, even better. Hold on. So I have this thing. Table 1 dot pop bumper 1. Table 1 pop bumper 1. I cannot use this string key directly. It feels like I need to do it recursively. Why? So I first need to do a save dictionary get table ID and then has key. But that's gonna be freaking terrible. Var table dictionary equals save dictionary dot game data table ID. Okay, so now I only need to check this. Okay, is this what we want me to do, little bro? Apparently so. Okay. Okay, and then table dictionary as this. Okay, pretty cool, pretty cool. Cannot convert argument from float to string. Oh. So it already knows that it comes as a float. Okay, bro. So its value... Can I like cast it to a hint or something? Or as hint? Oops. I don't know how to cast on these things, bro. I cannot understand Godot syntax. Saved upgrade level 3. Good job. Good job. Okay, so unlocked and saved upgrade level 3. Okay, pretty cool. So, if I now play the game, I will query these things here. And left flipper and right flipper. They don't care, I guess. But for pop bumper is upgrade level 3. Which is pretty cool. Pop bumper 2 and pop bumper 3 are disabled. Which again is pretty cool. Okay, so this should mean that none of these work except for this guy here. Poing, poing, poing. Okay, so pretty legit stuff. Pretty legit stuff. Okay, so given this, I will kinda now need to also open the upgrade table or something. Upgrade instead of shop JSON. I'll call it upgrade table. Yep. So I'll say that this is upgrade table file. This is going to be called upgrade table.json var upgrade dictionary. For dictionary, it's going to be all of this nonsense. Upgrade dictionary with this file instead. Then upgrade table dictionary, it's this. Okay, so I have the save table dictionary and the upgrade table dictionary. Okay, and essentially what I'll need to do here is on the upgrade table dictionary, I'll need to grab the ID and then update with the upgrade cost and it awards. So I'll do a if has ID else. So here I will set the current hit award to 0. Here I will set next upgrade cost to 0 and next hit award to 0 as well. Okay, and on these guys here, my current hit award Okay, so I'll grab a new value. Save the value. Okay, it's an upgrade value. Okay, so if I do this, now I should have upgrade costs and it awards inside. Upgrade, so cost value. It's gonna be upgrade value, upgrade costs. This is an array, costs value, which is an array. And the other one is gonna be a hit awards value, awards, or cost values and award values. It awards. Okay, so current it award is gonna be cost values indexed by upgrade level. Good job. Next upgrade cost. No, sorry, this one. Next upgrade cost is going to be cost values. Upgrade level +1. Okay, there will be a point in time where this is actually gonna crash, but we'll get there. And next it awards is essentially award values +1. Upgrade level +1, I mean. Okay, so it might happen though. That upgrade level is larger than the length of cost values. So I only set this. Okay. Else. Okay. So if I upgrade it to the last level, I'll need to say that these maxed up or something. Upgraded to the max. How do I do that? Well, maybe I can just say that next value is -1, and then somewhere I'll say, okay, -1 is it's done. Okay, so cost values, which is an array. Is it called length? No. Is it called size? Yes. Okay, good job. So if now we go to pop bumper 1 is on level 3. When I hit it, I get 50 points. And in order to upgrade it, I need 500 points. And when I hit it again, then it's 100. It goes from 500 to from 50 to 100 per hit. Okay. I mean, oops. Good job. It worked. Good job. Jeep. Although I need to probably figure out like what is the best way to model this data, you know? Because I don't know if I want to have like these hard-coded values here, or if I want to have like a base cost. Well, no, well, the upgrade cost is fine, I guess. But maybe I would have like a base award, which starts as 1, for example. And then these would be like multipliers. So on level 1 I get 1, on level... So I always do like base award times this. Vibe code a tool to ingest the values and plot them. Well, that's called Excel. That's called an Excel file. But that's the plan. I want to do that. I'm just trying to figure out how to model these things, because as you play, you know, you will essentially be adding percentages on top of things. Where you say, okay, so the next upgrade will be 10% more something. Or it's gonna be 2x. Or maybe it's gonna be plus 50 per hit. You know, so I need to model this somehow. So maybe open Paint and start planning something. Okay, so let's see. If I go to this metrics.display, okay, so my idea or my plan is I want to have like the left and right cursor here, which I'll be able to use left and right flipper to essentially go from previous to the next. This to see what effect each item has on the progression. Yes, but I'm trying to model the upgrade table in order that different items scale differently. And the type of data that will be displayed on the store will also be like slightly different, you know. I don't know exactly how. But for example, imagine that the ball, like the ball, instead of okay, so ball level like ball level 1, and you could say that okay, ball level 1 per hit on anything is 10 points. But do you show it as it goes from 10 to 20? You know, which is like a 100% increase. In this case, what is the data that you store? You know, because I don't need to store all of this data. Like some of them can be calculated. You know, I can calculate this 100% based on 10 and 20. If I have 10 and 100%, I can also call calculated 20 there. So I don't need to store all of this data. But what I think is different upgrades will have, or different elements might have different things going on it. Because I imagine that, for example, the ball has a base hit points of 10, for example. But if I then go to the bumper, you know, if I go from the bumper, maybe the bumper starts as 1x, and I want to say that it goes from 1x to 3x. And now I want to show this. And then the ball will be, or when the ball hits the bumper, it's going to be 10 from the ball times this. You know? I'm trying to figure out how to model this in terms of like, file. I mean, it doesn't need to be correct day one. I'm just trying to think a little bit more about this because again, I've started the stream today without any plan. So like for example, for table 1, I have here the pop bumper. But the pop bumper, okay, so it was like this. So the pop bumper, when the ball hits it on level 1 or level 0, so it costs 10 to unlock, and then whenever I hit it, I get 1 point. But then it costs 50 to unlock level 2, and when I unlock level 2, then hitting it with the ball gets me 5 points. So here, this is like discrete, you know, like I'm typing the actual values that I'll be getting here. But then let's assume that I have the ball, you know. The ball will still have the upgrade costs here, but maybe the hit awards. Maybe these will be like multipliers, you know. Like multipliers here, and for the ball it's not multipliers, and it's just like regular additions or something, or just regular numbers. So then in reality, when the ball hits the pop bumper, it's the value for the ball times, because this is mults this. But I kind of want to make these like generic and stuff, because then I will need to drive the LCD on the table to like display these differently. I'd maybe just move the hit to generic effects object. Then when the next upgrade changes, something random till I don't understand the other sentence. I'd maybe just move the hit to generic effects object. Then when the next upgrade changes something, okay, when the next upgrade changes something random, it will still kind of work. I'd use multipliers 1, 2, 3, etc. Well, right now you are talking about hits. But another upgrade won't be for hit, it will be for something else. Yeah, it can be just opening a lane or something. I don't know. I mean, we don't need to have like balancing working right now. I just want the ability to actually like purchase stuff. So maybe that's what we do. So this is the upgrade table. It's gonna be pop number 2. Pop number 3. And then slingshot 1. Slingshot 2. And then left flipper 1. It's gonna be right flipper 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7, Lamau. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, the shooter doesn't need to have this. It awards doesn't exist. Okay, bro. Oh. You are correct, sir. Oh boy. Okay, so pop bumper 1's level 3, everything else is locked. The pinball game is looking good. Thank you very much, Scott. Welcome to the stream. Happy New Week. I'm now working on the like storing data, like the save game, and have like an upgrade table which will essentially drive the store, you know, so you can upgrade the individual elements. My wife's favorite computer games are the pinball games. Same thing for my wife, so she's actually like my playtester #1, and every day I ask her to play it a little bit and provide me feedback. So the ladies like pinball, yeah. I mean, it's fairly easy to play, you know, like you don't actually have to think. I'm not calling them stupid or anything, okay? Don't interpret me wrong, but it's one of those games where, bro, you can just come here and chill and hit some balls and stuff. And we tend to like very hardcore games where we need to think a ton and plan a ton and like practice like shooting and aiming and stuff. And like other people just like right flipper goes up and ball goes up, left flipper goes up and ball goes up, and you just do this over and over again, and it's still fun, you know? Like not everyone needs to be an hardcore player. So I'm actually trying to make this game to appeal to every type of player. Not male or female, but hardcore or hyper casual. Yeah, it's a very tactile type of game. I mean, and it's easy to learn, you know? It's like 2 buttons. Left button goes up, right button goes up, ball falls, you throw the ball. 3 buttons, like it's as simple as you can make a game. Pyong, pyong. A game with less than 3 currencies. Yeah, I will need to think a little bit about that part. Because usually when having incremental games, you actually have like different currencies going on. because different currencies are used to purchase different things. So yeah, I'll need to think about it. I mean, I probably want to use the regular point system for the upgrades, but then maybe from going from one table to the other is not points, it's like souls or whatever you want to call it, you know. And maybe for the ball, because the ball is like hyper special, you know, maybe for the ball there's a third currency. So it's one currency for upgrades, one currency just for the ball, one currency just from purchasing tickets from going from one table to the other. Maybe. I mean, I don't exactly know. A game with less than 3 currencies. Yeah, it seems like the gravity angle is a little high. Well, in terms of gravity, I used visual pinball, which is this, and they have like Space Cadet on, and see, like pretty cool stuff and all. And I'm trying to go for the same ball feel, ball weight kind of thing, and like this ball like drops down very fast. So I had to increase the angle, the gravity a ton. Like the gravity is like 50% more than actual Earth gravity, but that might just be like the inclination of the table. But yeah, I'm trying to go for the same weight on the ball, and the same feel, essentially. Okay, cool. In terms of the camera angle, I do agree. But I don't know how to improve on it. Mainly because I want the player to be able to like check how many points they have at any given point. Well, I do understand that people when playing pinball, they are like straight up here looking down, and their eyes are like following the table, you know. So they are not actually like checking this. They only like read these whenever like they stop the ball here on the flippers or something. So they are just like continuously tracking the ball. But at the same point, but I want to go for a fixed camera setup, and I want to be able, and I want the players to be able to check the entire table, plus being able to read like the LCD at the front. So yeah, I don't know. How do you like Godot so far? I like the fact that it is open source, which maybe means I will be able to create PRs and fix everything that is annoying me. But I mean, it's fairly usable, it's fairly capable, don't get me wrong. There are very tiny usability things that annoy the hell out of me. The major one, which is not related to the editor itself, it's probably something on their low-level part of the code that is running, like the rendering itself, which is when I exit. So if I play the game for a little while, and when I stop this, like this thing, sometimes it like freezes for 5 to 10 seconds. And there's no fix apparently. It seems that it's just some issue with the the GPU driver, however they interact with it. Like it stalls the render. Like, so when you play the game, the render of the editor kind of freezes, and it feels like it's the resuming of the editor rendering that see, now it's like frozen. I'm moving the mouse and nothing is happening. See, like it's weird. And this is by far the thing that annoys me the most. And then besides that is just the lack of a proper autocomplete here. Because, I mean, like for example, do I have like a better example? I mean, I don't even know. It's just a lack of the autocomplete. Like for example, okay, a good example is when I do this JSON.parseString, apparently this gets converted into a dictionary. But I don't get like autocomplete for the dictionary type, because in reality this is like a variant or stuff. Because this can take like many values, you know, and I can then do this like JavaScript. It just sucks in that aspect. Which is like the good thing about going C# is that everything will be typed. But here most things are untyped, so it's kind of tough. The standard playfield angle for modern solid-state pinball machines is typically 6.5 to 7 degrees. Yeah. 6.5. It's what I have here. I'm going with 6.5. Although they probably here on this one, they might have like inclination here somewhere. You know. Table width, slope. So the slope of on this is 6 degrees. I'm on 6.5, so mine is even more inclined. But if I use regular gravity, like the ball doesn't feel as good. So I don't know what it can be. Well, it can be just the fact that the ball should weigh like a lot more, like 100 grams or whatever. I don't know. But I don't want to change the ball now, because since I'm throwing impulses on stuff, if I make the ball way too heavy, then I'll need to readjust all of those impulses to take that into account. Yeah, I mean, I tried to go for accurate measurements, although what ended up happening was, because this is way, like if you were working on a real world units, this thing should be like a couple of centimeters, you know, and the ball would be like 1 centimeter or 2 centimeters like wide. But the physics was messing up like incredibly, so I scaled everything up by 100. So what was before like 2 centimeters is now like 2 meters in size, you know. So like each of these squares is like 100 meters. Each one of these is 10. Each one of the internal ones is 1. So you can see like the weird scale of this. So this ball is in reality like 2 meters, almost 3 meters wide, which means that if it is 3 meters wide, then the volume is, it shouldn't weigh 80 grams anymore. It should weigh like 800 kilos or something. Which then means I need to tweak all of the input, all of the impulses and stuff. So, I don't know. Again, I'm not going for incredible gameplay now. I'm just adding as much features as I can, and then I will start playing with stuff. Just messaging the wife. She's on lunch break now. How the fuck did I get 44 emails since Thursday, bro? 44 emails in 4 days. Crazy stuff. So yeah, I will at some point I will need to give like a proper field pass, like a more maybe physics-based, accurate measurement for everything. Although in terms of scaling and all, like this is fine, okay? Like the left flipper has like the proper size, but then I needed to scale everything by 100, so the physics like kind of behaved a little bit nicer. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, in any case, we have the save game, and we have the upgrade table here. Pop bumper 1, and then slingshot. Slingshot 1. Slingshot 2. Like, I'm saving this, and this is not like fixing this thing, you know? It's very annoying. Like even this editor doesn't remove like this weird line there. Okay, nice complaining there, but cool story, bro. I don't know. It annoys me a ton. That much I can tell you. That much I can tell you. Okay, so this is how the game is gonna start, where you have pretty much everything disabled. Nothing scores, nothing bumps, nothing slingshots the ball across the table. Technically, only the flippers should give me like 1 point each time I hit the flippers. So I kinda need to figure out what's happening with those. So remote, flipper, it's telling me that it's not unlocked. And what happens here? Oh, still saying not unlocked. Okay, what if I do unlocked and current hit award is 1? Okay, I would say that probably 1 is too small. But meh. Okay, so left flipper, right flipper. I don't think this gets replaced whenever I start the game. Yeah, so left flipper and right flipper, they are enabled by default. Okay, so I should be able to now stonks 1 point, stonks 2 points. Okay, pretty cool stuff. I mean, the start of game is a little bit meh, because you're literally like just throwing the ball and nothing is happening. But sure. Okay, but whenever we reach like 10 points or something, we should then get a prompt saying, okay, you can go to the store now, and this is how it's gonna work. And then we transition to store mode. Okay, so I'll first start with committing what we have. You know, because professional developer, essentially. Okay, so we have this data here, this here, this here, this here, this here. Current, all of this stuff. Pretty cool. So what did I do here? What did I do here? That matters. Okay, so we have added save game JSON and the upgrade table JSON. Okay. Okay, so how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? So I'll be here, scoring points. Life will be great. And at some point, I should get like a hint maybe that an upgrade is available, you know? So maybe I wonder if on this screen here, maybe on this screen here, I could show like a upgrade or a upgrade like ready to purchase or available to purchase, which essentially would mean that you have enough money to at least buy one new thing, which is essentially how this would go, I guess. Okay, so how would I want to do that? I don't know. I mean, I don't need to go for the animated stuff right now, so it's fine. Okay, so we go to this matrix.display now, where we have this thing right here. On the score screen, I would probably okay, it's there. I will probably have these with like an upgrade available, or upgrade available, visit the shop or something. You know, like upgrade available, visit the shop, something like this. And maybe this could be like looping around or something. Or you could use the space on the sides next to the table to show your score and upgrade availability. Or I could show the spaces on the side. Okay, I think I know what you mean. I was trying to go for... I mean, I don't have any actual plan, by the way. But I was trying to go for what would be the experience of you playing this game as if you were playing a real life table. Which means that you wouldn't have any auxiliary UI to help you. Like The game is the table. You play the table, you look at the screen on the table, and all the interactions are that. You don't use the mouse, you don't type stuff. Everything is left flipper, right flipper, the shooter, and that's the game. So all the UI, I kind of want it to be constrained to what the table can do. Okay. This doesn't mean that we can't go overboard on it and have some sort of 3D UI, because again, we will have multiple tables, and I want each table to be very different, almost as if they were like a different game, almost. So we could technically imagine that one table would be able to produce like holograms, okay? And in that situation, you'll have 3D text like popping out randomly. For this specific table, table number 1, I'm trying to restrain myself to this little neat LCD at the end of it. You know? Again, just pretending that you are playing a real physical table. So if you are playing a real physical table, you don't have like a score UI to the side, you know? The score is part of the table itself. The number of balls, the number of lives is part of the table. That's my plan. I don't know if it's a good plan, a terrible plan. I don't know if people will enjoy it or not, but at least for now, we need to make a decision. And the decision that we've made is we're going to roll with this. For now. If people don't enjoy it, we can always change. That's what the playtests are going to be for, you know. I don't intend to make any of these without player feedback. But yeah, there are certainly different methods of doing the same thing, so. Okay, so let's pretend we have this here. So we're gonna upgrade available, visit the shop, blah blah blah. Okay, maybe we could somehow animate these, like wow, like it would scroll and then it would stop, and then it would scroll and then it would stop or something. I don't know. One thing that would probably make sense, even if as a one-shot kind of thing, is teaching the player how they can trigger the shop, you know. Essentially. Yeah, like teaching the player that they need to flip both flippers up and keep them there for like 1 or 2 seconds, and that would allow them to enter the shop then. Yeah, I would say that this shop transition thing is gonna be like the weirdest thing about this game. Again, because I don't want you to leave the table, you know, it's everything needs to be part of the table and playable somehow. And again, different tables can behave differently. So for example, table number 1, the store can be like this, you know, like it's like the LCD, and you navigate the LCD with left and right flipper and the shooter, like to confirm your selection. But because I will be going from one table to the other, there can be a table where the store is actually like playing here. So you make your left and right selection based on where you hit the ball or something. I don't know. This game is a canvas, so I just need to start with something and then we can always change it later. No biggie. Okay, so let's pretend that we are playing the game. Okay, And we'll have the upgrade available, visit the shop or something. So we would have like that scrolling text maybe. Or maybe not, let's not even make it scrollable. Okay, let's make it like this. Okay, let's make our lives a little bit easier for now. So it would show this upgrade available, visit the shop. Now the question is, we still need to teach the player how the store is activated. You know. And the decision that we've made, again, I don't know if it's the best decision, but it's one of them and we need to start from somewhere, is I was thinking that we could, so by having both flippers up for a set amount of seconds, this enables the store. And what this essentially means is that in another table, this would mean that some sort of hidden hole or path or something would be enabled, and then you'd have like 10 seconds or something to like throw the ball into that hole. I don't know if I want to do that for the first table though. So for the first table, what I was thinking is you would like stop the ball there on the flipper, you know, as people usually do a ton of times, like to aim a little bit better. But if you were to then lift up the other flipper and do this for like 3 seconds or something, then this would enter the store, which would mean that you were now able to, hold on, release the flippers, but now the LCD would have been changed to store mode or something. The ball would be frozen in place because you can always have like a magnet underneath it, like holding it in place somehow. You know. And if the ball was stuck in place, you would enter the shop or something. I don't know if I like the holding the ball in place though. The thing is, the ball needs to go somewhere. That's the thing. The ball needs to go somewhere. So maybe the store could be here on this right side, you know, with this gate almost, something like this, where when enabling the store it lifts like this gate, meaning that the ball can enter, and then the ball gets stuck here, and then when you exit the store, like the other thing, so you would essentially drive the ball to a specific position, you know, and the ball would like get stuck there. Yeah, maybe I like that a little bit more than just holding the ball with this. Okay, so how would I do that? How would I do that? Okay, so I was thinking that maybe hold on, I don't like any of this. Okay, how do I select this gate? Like so. Okay, so I was thinking that I could have this gate here on this end. Like something like this almost. Yeah, something like this. And so this would be the store entrance gate. And then I would have another one, which should be the store exit gate. Should be something like this. I don't know. I would have to play with these angles here a little bit better. Like I don't like at all how you can't see this. Oh, Toaster Face Games, thank you for the raid. Hello everyone. Pinball, hell yeah. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. First of all, welcome to the stream. My name is Dudezord, and I'm making games here on Twitch. I currently have 3 games that I work on, and this is one of them, essentially. I have one in Unity, one in Unreal, one in Godot. We started this Godot one last week, this little pinball prototype thing, and we are having lots of fun. So, yeah. Welcome to the stream. How was your stream? What have you been working on? My plan is to make a prototype of this. Then I will let it simmer for a little while and have the community play it and provide it feedback. And whilst doing so, I will work on the second prototype for a game idea that I have. And then at some point I will have 2 prototypes, feedback on 2 prototypes, and I will kind of discuss with the community which game I want to push. And then I'll make a game and sell it on Steam, hopefully. I had to finish my new trailer for a showcase this week. Took a long time. Hell yeah. What type of game do you work on? Okay, let me give you a nice little follow. Okay, GG. Yeah, I mean, if you have a URL or a Steam page or something that you want to share with us, feel free. Okay, Pedal Rebel. Oh, VR game. Hell yeah. VR game, hold on. Okay, let me open it here. Oh, didn't copy, hold on. Copy. Copy. Okay, let's see. Adrenaline pumping racing action. Transform any exercise bike into a cyberpunk street racing VR simulator. Pedal, lean and dodge. Traffic to a dynamic soundtrack. Do you have what it takes to become a pedal rebel? Oh, that's pretty cool. So this is I mean, not exactly the same, but as that like pedaling game that people do a ton, but VR and more interactive. The other one is just like pedaling non-stop. Yeah, this is cool. Like, so you essentially, by tilting your head, you are able to steer it and stuff. Yeah, that it looks really nice. Will this be multiplayer? Are you able to play like against more people? Or is it just like a single player mostly for now? Let's see more videos. Oh, so you attach the straps to your legs. Right, because that's how you measure how much pedaling you're actually doing. Okay, so you attach the controls to your leg, and then you use the headset for steering. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Whoa. It's very Tron-like, the graphics. Single player with competitive online to start with, like leaderboards. Warp Rider, speed boost. Okay. Okay, so this is most like an object avoidance type of game, or do you have like lanes with speed boosts and all? Probably these things are like speed boosts. I mean, it's a pretty nice idea actually. I've been considering getting like a pedaling bike to play that weird game. I don't even recall the game. Pedal bike game. It's the most known one. Starts with a Z. I don't know. Like has a huge community, and yeah, you probably know what I'm talking about. So I thought about getting one of those, but at the same time I was looking at that gamification, and I was like, meh. This feels very meh. But I mean, maybe VR would be nice. Yeah, because then it works with any bike. You don't actually need to get like a proper professional Zwift. Yeah, Zwift. Keep it up. Faster. Speed boost. I mean, pretty awesome. Okay, I'm gonna give you a wish list. Yeah, cycling sensors support coming, but just using the VR controllers at first. Car is based on near miss and speed. It's all about momentum. I'm going to port my game to mobile devices after I launch on VR too. Oh, on mobile devices. Okay, and then would you like use the camera on the device to figure out where you are tilting your head or something? Yeah, because I can imagine that you'd be playing with the phone sitting in front of you. So maybe you can use like the camera to see where you are tilting or something. Camera for head and sensor for speed. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, me personally, I can tell you that I would be completely nauseated from playing the VR version. So even have like an iPad support or something would be pretty cool. The bike actually reduces motion sickness. Oh, really? That's cool. But yeah, I tried some racing games on VR and was tough. But it was also on the Quest 1, like the very first Quest. So the FPSs weren't like a static 60. And the field of view was like kind of weird, and the resolution was not that great either. So I would say that probably on the Quest 3 would feel a lot better. I don't know. But yeah, I sold it. Like I couldn't handle it anymore. The only game that I could play without getting nauseous was like Beat Saber. Yeah, it's kind of magic because your body is engaged. You don't feel like the movement is wrong. Headsets have come a long way since Q1. I mean, pretty cool. It's a pretty cool idea. Oh, it's cool how the lady was like helping. She was like rotating the thing just to speed up the little kid. Really cool. Awesome, man. I wish you very much good luck on this. I think it's a great project. I'm playing around with the pinball game concept too. Okay. I mean, do you want to share your idea? I will gladly share mine. So for my game, I'm trying to go with an incremental slash roguelite pinball game. Usually, the pinball games that I've seen on Steam and itch.io, usually it's either you just upgrade the individual elements to the max, and then you get a super high score after 1 or 2 hours, and that's the game. Essentially, you just play mindlessly, because at a certain point you will eventually beat the game. But there's no like variety, like the table is available since the start, and you just basically you purchase like the multipliers, score multipliers for each individual element. So that's the first variant that I've seen. The second variant that I've seen is you start with an empty table, and you are able to purchase cards and temporarily like place elements on the table, and then the ball will almost work as a plingo. I think that's how it's called, plingo. Maybe it's not plingo. What is it called? Like, The Price is Right. Plinko. Yeah, plinko. So the table ends up working a little bit like plinko, where you put like some upgrades here and there, and then the ball hits on the upgrades, and you get scores and all. But that also doesn't feel much like skill based, So on the first one, you are playing like mindlessly, because you are just trying to hit things to make your score go up. On the other one, you are placing things, but the plinko part is like entirely random. You never know where the ball is going through. But that also gets your number going high. So I'm trying to create like a concept of both. And my concept is essentially you start with a table. Your table will have all of the elements, all of the final elements already there. But you can almost think of it as if it were like a broken table, where only the flippers and the shooting part work. Okay, only these things work. Everything else is disabled and don't get you any points whatsoever. So even if you hit the ball on them, you can see the ball is not shot anywhere. Same thing for the slingshots. Nothing really happens. But every time you hit the ball with the flippers, you gain a set amount of points, 8, 9, 10 points, whatever. And then you'll be able to visit a store in the game, which you will navigate with the flippers and all. But you can essentially exchange points for enabling or fixing the individual elements. So then you can go, for example, to pop bumper 1 and upgrade it. And now if you hit the ball on this guy, you can see the ball actually gets shot across the table when you hit it with the flipper. And by unlocking the individual elements, you can also score points faster and faster. And then the idea that I want to create is, I was thinking, when working on this idea, I was thinking about Kirby's pinball game, because one of the projects that I just finished was a Game Boy emulator, the original brick gray one from the 1990s. I built my own emulator, and one of the games that I played there was Kirby Pinball. And Kirby Pinball has like multiple tables in a succession. So you could throw the ball up, and the more high the ball goes, like the different table it transitions to. So I was thinking, okay, I kind of want to have like different tables in here, but how am I going to do that? So I thought, okay, I can start with this table number 1, where I need to start like upgrading stuff and fixing stuff. But then at some point I will get like 1 million points or something, and I should get the ability to go to a different table. So I was thinking that the table would actually like rotate in place, like just the board would actually like rotate in place, and the new table would appear. And it would essentially be the same thing. Like it would have different elements into a different layout, and you would still hit the elements, you'd earn points, you'd unlock them. But the table would be more difficult. It would be way more easier for the ball to drop like on the center. And yeah, essentially then what would happen is you would lose all the 3 balls, and then you'd have to start over table 1. But you already have the upgrades for table 1, so you are able to grab the points way quicker and move to table 2. So you should be able to reach table 2 with still 3 balls available. And then you play table 2 for a couple of times, you will lose and go to table 1, table 2 multiple times, and then eventually you go to table 3. And you do this 2 or 3 times, and then on the final table you might have like an element that moves around the table, like a kind of a boss, and you have to hit that boss like 50 times or something to beat the game. Something like that. I don't know much about the lore. I don't know anything about what type of other elements or other twists I'm gonna add to the game, but that's the plan that I have. Do you like playing physical pinball tables? I've been getting really deep into the rabbit hole. I like playing pinball tables, but unfortunately Portugal doesn't have like a really big scene here. You might have like 2 or 3 tables in the major cities, and that's it, you know. That's essentially it. Here where I live, we are like a city with 80,000 people, and as far as I know, there's not a single public pinball table that I can go and play. So yeah, the scene is pretty much non-existent in Portugal. But my plan, I'm not going for super physically accurate pinball table, but I still want to make it hard enough so that actually skilled players need to aim properly to hit the things that they want, you know. Like you shouldn't just be here like flipping mindlessly and hoping that. No, you should be able to like stop the ball and release the ball at like the proper position, like to hit things. Yeah, that's a cool concept. Thank you. Definitely lots of pinball games to help you dial in the physics, etc. Yeah, there's something called visual pinball, which is this. And essentially, there exist 3D versions of every physical table in the world, pretty much, where you can essentially play any
No credits.
hold on, where you can essentially play like any table that anyone has ever made, as long as someone had created like the digital version of it, that is. But I mean, this is a 3D version of Space Cadet, like that existed on Windows XP, you know. So yeah, I although I don't have access to a physical table, I can play like this 3D emulator almost, which has a ton of different tables that you can download. And yeah, I'm building a virtual table for VPX with a 50-inch TV. Damn, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I might get like a I might do the same, essentially. I was thinking, oh, it probably would be cool for me to get like my own physical table, which is still a little bit superior, you know, because of the perspective from the head when you move and stuff. But I would say that even having like a table playing on a TV, on a large widescreen TV, would be like fairly nice. So I might go with that. I'm not aware of how much that would cost, but at the same point, probably still would be way cheaper than getting like an actual physical table. So, but I mean, this is really cool. So like the feel that I'm getting for the ball is like it's based from this essentially. I'm trying to make the ball like feel very similar to what it feels on this specific game, which is pretty cool. It's good that I have the chance to use this, because if I didn't have access to this, then I don't know what I would do. First prototype was just 2 computers, mice duct taped to the sides of the TV, and now I have a Raspberry Pi with full buttons. I have a spare ultra-wide I could test on sideways. Pinball is growing hips in my city, so I'm very lucky. Might buy a broken old table soon and fix it up. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy electronics a lot. I'm I would say well versed enough that I'm not afraid of tinkering with a physical table. And I don't have a full degree on electronics, but I have at least 1 full year of engineering degree on it. So I kind of know a little bit more than the average person, I would say. But yeah, I mean, I can always Google stuff, so it's fine. But yeah, a physical table would be cool. But here in Portugal, I wouldn't know how to find one. And then I also don't know if like what is a good table, what is a bad table. Let's see. Are there anyone selling tables? Okay, apparently there is. Like, okay, so these are all like tables that are working already. But I mean, one thing that happens in Portugal is that people think that they are selling gold, you know? Like the people feel like everyone has like a Midas touch, you know? Everything they touch turns into gold. So everything is freaking crazy expensive. People have like no clue whatsoever of how they should price stuff. But yeah, I mean, there's plenty of tables here. But these are... The thing is, usually tables are very old, you know? Very old. So it kind of makes sense that they go for this price. But at the same time, I couldn't possibly justify paying like $5,000 for a physical table if I can build a virtual one for like under 2,000. Yeah, like I understand they are like vintage stuff from the 80s. But yeah, I don't know. Like 7,500. Like how? I mean, this is cool. Like, don't get me wrong, this is very cool, but I couldn't possibly justify this expense. There's a 3D print Kickstarter project that looked really cool too. What are your other game prototypes? No, the other games that I work on, they are not prototypes. I have an RTS game going called Standalone. So I have this game, which is a real-time strategy. It's based on a Warcraft 3 mod. which essentially is Risk, the board game, but played in real time. So 20 players spread out throughout Europe. You can purchase units and then you just throw units at each other. This is one in Unreal Engine, and it has been in development for a little bit over 2 years. And it's me and a group of friends, so I'm not working on it solo. And we already have the Steam page here if you wanna check it. We already applied for a Epic Games grant, so we are trying to see if they give us the grant or not, because that will mean that we could all work on this full time. The other game, I mean, I don't have any Steam page on it, so I'll have to open Unity. But the other game is a digital version of a board game that me and a friend have created. Well, he created with some feedback from mine. But now we are trying to create a digital version of it so people can play it over the network, over the internet. I'm just waiting for this to open, sorry. But yeah, it's called Dwarven Checkers. And where is the thing? It's here. Yeah, it's called Dwarven Checkers, which is this little board right here, maybe like this, where you are essentially, you roll dice to know how many tiles you can place, and you place tiles. You try to reach these tiles that have numbers first, because they will give you points at the end of each turn. But then your enemies will try to get these number tiles from you. So whenever that happens, you need to go and throw dice at one another. So then it will transition to this scene. And on this scene, like I would throw these dice, the other player will throw that dice, and then we'll see whoever gets like the highest number, and whoever gets the highest number gets to keep the numbered tile. So that's pretty much the game. I mean, it's a fairly simple game. In terms of logic, game logic, I mean, it's already working. If anything, I need to start thinking on how to actually port all of these to be multiplayer. But even like the placement of tiles like is working properly as well. So you can see like I can place tiles, can conquer tiles, so I conquer the +3, and if I end my turn, then I get 3 points from that. And then like the green team can go and they can like fight it with me, and then imagine they conquer it. By conquering it also like destroys all of the tiles of the other team around. So it's working. I mean, it's a very simple game, but I need to start thinking about the multiplayer part. But yeah, so one in Unreal, one in Unity, one in Godot. And then I also built the Game Boy emulator in Rust, which I will also show you. I mean, I'm pretty much finishing stream. I need to go and have lunch. So I will keep you entertained for a little while. Hold on, while this opens. Okay. Have you ever owned the original Game Boy console? Like the brick one? Yeah, I had one. Okay. What was your favorite game for it? I'm gonna download the ROM. That's why. Oh. Moly Mania. Well, I don't know what game this is, but we'll figure it out. Game Boy. Mole Mania. I mean, I hope this can run. I hope this can run. Okay, let's see. ROMs. Okay, pause the music. Okay, let's see if this runs. Oh. Okay. Kinda looked weird there for a second. But yeah, this is my emulator. I built it myself. I've never played this game. I don't know what this is about. But yeah, I would say that the toughest part by far was like the audio thing. See the nostalgia kicking in? Oh. He's stealing like the little mole babies. Was it hard to build? Well, in terms of overall... Okay, there are still like tons of bugs. Your wife and kids are mine. If you want them back, come visit me in Jinbel Land. I'll be waiting. I would say that it was the expected difficulty that I thought it would have. But by far the most difficult part was the audio. In terms of the rendering and the timings and stuff, it was kinda okay. Implementing the 512 instructions, like the CPU instructions opcodes, was fairly easy. Yeah, the most difficult parts were the pixel processing unit, where you need to grab tiles from video RAM and then somehow display them on screen on the proper order and like flipped and stuff. And then there's also like different layering that you need to do depending on which bits are on in specific registers. I mean, it's not overly complicated actually. It's like a very cool project. It's probably the easiest console to build an emulator for, and you will learn a ton. And I'm hoping that whenever I get the courage, that I'll be making a full YouTube video, like explaining the process. Lots of indies making Game Boy games now. Oh, do they? I don't specifically know any. But I was thinking that maybe one of the projects that I could do here on stream was making a Game Boy game. Issue is who would buy it, you know? Who would play it? Oh, so you go up and down. The hell? So am I supposed to dig here around? Oh, Amurin just subscribed. Thank you for the money, my guy. Okay, pretty cool. So I can do this, and I can exit that hole. Okay, what happens here? Oh, I see. So I'm here, and now I'm stuck, which means that I cannot go there. Okay, let me play with the confetti. GG, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub. Prime sub. Okay, so by digging underground, I can essentially... Oh, I can do this, and then I can navigate here, and then I can conquer this. Then I can do this. Okay, so it's like a two-layered navigation thing. Okay, so I can go down and do this maybe this, and this, and this, and this, and this. I mean, pretty cool. These are like bombs or something. Oh no, I can push them. Oh. Okay, so I can't... I cannot dig down because of that. Oh, and I can throw it as well. Okay. Okay, can I go down? No. Okay. I mean, it's pretty cool. So I should be able to... No, hold on. The hell, bro? Okay, there and there. I mean, it's a pretty nice game, actually. Yeah, so yeah, this is my emulator. So these are the 3 projects that I worked on. And now I'm working on the Godot game. Vamos embora. Thank you. Yeah, some devs at the recent event that made a game that works on a physical Game Boy. Super cute. Yeah, smart puzzle game. Yeah, as far as I know, there are like some physical cartridges that you can connect to the computer as through USB, and they essentially have like a small SD card in or something, and you can then just essentially move these ROM files into it and play on a random Game Boy. So it allows you to develop on the computer and then play on physical Game Boy. Which I have a physical Game Boy somewhere in one of my grandma's house. So I will need to go and look for one. But yeah, there's like a USB cartridges that you can use to put your games in. Okay, everyone, I think I'm gonna go for lunch. It's already almost 2 p.m. So I want to thank you all for the support that you're giving to the channel. Thank you for the followers of today. Thank you for the sub, Amuri. And yeah, I'll go for lunch. I'll be back in. I'll stop streaming the stream, and I will be back in around 1 hour. Azraelite, hello, good morning, and I'll see you soon, I guess. It's always weird as people tend to say goodbye, but they never say hello. It's very sad. You raiding? I don't tend to raid much, honestly. At least not during lunchtime, because I'm just super hungry and I just want to go. But I might raid on the afternoon stream. I don't know how to say hello. Well, it's fine. You don't need to say it. Okay, everyone, thank you very much, and I'll see you all in about 45 minutes, I guess. See ya.